Hello, hello from the middle of Lake Windermere. I've been meaning to do a little video about the girls coming out of school last year. I've been meaning to do this video for a while now, and I've just got a few minutes. So I'm going to see how much I get through of what I want to say. So just to let you know, I've got the girls and Roy are out on the ribs somewhere, and so you might see them whizzing past. They're just having a bit of a mess about. And this is a wing foil that's it keeps blowing around behind me. It's absolutely fine. Um, so yeah, I decided, me and Mr. G decided last year, around this time last year, to take Lydia and Nicole out of school. And now loads of waves want to come. So we had at the time, Lydia was 15 and Nicole was 14. One second. How funny. Yeah, so at the time, Lydia was 15 and Nicole was 14. And it was a really, really tough decision because all of the people that were around us, people that knew us, it was totally not the right thing to do. It was not the norm. It was very much going against sort of what was expected um, in the community that we live in. And particularly as well, because Lydia and Nicole were both doing really, really well at school. They were going to get, they had really good high expected grades in the GCSEs. And people kept saying to us, well, you're not really doing them justice because, oh, there they are. They were saying you're not really doing them justice because they won't ever be able to get a job. Oh, hang on. And this just always what happens. Oh man. Right. So last year we decided to take Lydia and Nicole out of school. Lydia was 16, Nicole was 15. Reasons being they both felt that school wasn't right for them. Um, they I can't concentrate. Come on, Laura. There wasn't one subject that either of them were really passionate about, okay? And there wasn't one profession that either of them really wanted to do. They both love water, they both love everything to do with boats, they both love everything to do with water sports. And nothing, there wasn't anything in the curriculum that is possibly going to help them in their life moving forward. So yeah, and they just felt like it wasn't right for them. They felt that dread, that daily dread about going to school. They felt the energies in the school, the atmosphere, the way that they're treated and talked to by the teachers. For me, a huge red flag was not being allowed to go to the toilet. We're a family that we know how important it is to stay hydrated. And when my daughters are refusing to drink water on a morning and refusing to have a drink because they're scared that they're not going to be allowed to go to the toilet until the end of the day, that to me was not okay. Now, this is just my opinion. This is just my experience. The school system, yes, provides amazing opportunities and an amazing education for many, many children out there. And I am absolutely not telling anybody what to think or believe. Everyone's got to go with what feels right for them. I just wanted to share my experience of being a parent, of taking them out of school, and how life has been in this past year. So when we was discussing this and we decided to, take them out of school, fairly easy process. You just send a letter to the school to say that you are willing and able to provide them with an education that meets their needs, their age and their needs. Now, in England, where we are, pretty much most of their education, as far as I understand, is taught before those years of 10 and 11 where all they do is GCSEs. It's just that constant memory, revising, information that is not really going to serve them in the future, just constant revising for the GCSEs. Um, So it seemed pointless. It seemed like a complete and utter waste of those 2 years of their lives. So we made the decision and we got met with a lot of people around us saying that we were doing them a disservice, that we were sabotaging their ability to get a job, they won't be employable, all of this stuff. It wasn't an easy decision to make, but we knew in our hearts, right? We both knew in our hearts. A couple of things to touch on there, actually. I was the kind of student at school where I did really well in my GCSEs. I got my A levels and I got a degree. But I had no confidence in myself. I never thought I would be good enough to get a job, a high paying job, because I didn't have that self belief. I didn't see myself as somebody who was capable of earning a lot of money because I had such a low self worth about me. And I know now, because of the work that I've done, that stemmed from largely experiences that I had whilst at school. And that just kind of like stayed in my subconscious, and that held me back in life. So yes, I came out with a degree, but all of the jobs I had were very, very low end. I didn't have that belief in myself. I didn't put myself forward for anything. However, Mr. G on the wing foil, Mr. G didn't do so well at school. He came out of the school system with not a lot to show in way of qualifications. However, he had some very, very, very successful jobs, very high paying jobs, like management, really good jobs, right? And he didn't do well at school. And then when you really think about that and you think about the generation where what we're in, and we think, did we do well at school? Did we come out with qualifications, and how have we turned out? So think about this for yourself, but also think about this for the people around you. Think about this for people who own companies, who employ people. What are they bothered about? Are they bothered about marks on GCSEs, or are they bothered about the personality, the passion, the child, and how they come across? So yeah, I just found that so interesting, the two contrasts between myself and Mr. G, and how one of us has created like um an managed to get a job that had a huge income stream, and the other one was massively successful in the education system, but then never had that self-worth enough to be able to put herself forward for the job. And I've seen this a lot with people that I've coached as well over the past few years. You know, that self-belief and that self-confidence comes from somewhere, not in the classroom. And if anything, in my experience, that classroom experience of winners, losers, tests, running races, and all of the rest of it, it can either have an amazing effect on us growing up, or a really detrimental effect on us as well. So just bear that in mind. I just wanted to mention that. So anyway, when we took him out of school, the first struggle, I suppose, was Lydia and Nicole being at home, and I was working from home, and they kept saying to me, Mum, what are we doing? We need to do something. Come on, we can't just sit around at home all day. And it was interesting because, my waves, so I call this the survival mode. And it's almost like this matrix that we live in, this way of life that we are taught that is normal, this constant do, go, 9 to 5, Monday to Friday, constantly going. That is so ingrained into us. Yes, it starts with the school system, but then it goes on to as adults, because we go and get a 9 to 5 job, and this is what we believe. And that was already ingrained into the girls. They could not sit comfortably and relax and really just be with themselves. They needed to feel that they were doing something in order to feel useful or worthy or successful or whatever it was. So the first thing that I did with them was try to really get them out of that survival mode, that feeling of do. And again, this is what this life's all about, isn't it? We have to do. If you want to be successful, you've got to work hard. Well, absolutely not, because when you're in alignment with your higher self, the absolute opposite is true. The more time you spend being, being in the moment, appreciating what's around you, getting into alignment with your higher self, the easier it is for you to pick up on those cues, those those opportunities, those little synchronicities that are being shown to us all the time, wherever we are, that help us to move towards the things that we want to do. Our only job is to be able to access our passions and our desires. And I firmly believe that every single person on this planet, without exception, has a passion, a gift, a purpose, something special that they can bring to the world and generate a very good income from doing it. But most of us don't know what that is yet because it's basically beaten out of us. Because we're focusing on these subjects at school, and anything else is not really encouraged. So we forget what our passions are, what our creativity is. We forget what our true nature is, what really lights us up. And it takes time to just be able to undo the raveling of the system, the the constant rushing around, to be able to just be at one with ourselves, to get that inspiration, to find out who we are, and really start to get in touch again with that passion, that creativity, that essence of who we truly are, because we are all divine beings having a human experience. So we are all different expressions of the ultimate oneness, right? We are all super powerful, super special, super important, and we all have something incredible and unique to us to bring to the world. So that was the hardest thing to start with, was this program in their minds that was already running rampant in their minds, that we have to do something. What are we going to do today, Mum? We need to learn something. But I was just really, really keen to just let them slow down, find out who they are, be at peace with themselves, and be able to just be. Because when they can just be, that is when they can be in touch with their higher selves, be in touch with the true essence of themselves, and get to know themselves on that deeper level that most adults don't ever do. So it's been amazing to start with. Then obviously they went away for 2 months to the Caribbean with Mr. G, which was amazing for them. And then when they came back in February, March, we could bring their rib up to the Lake District. And then since then, they both decided that they really wanted some money. So they wanted a job. Now, I thought, with the work that I've done in the past, I thought they would just, start their own businesses, maybe something online, get a bit creative and create something for themselves. They really, really wanted to go get jobs. So obviously, completely and utterly supported that. They decided to go get jobs. I can't remember when it was, maybe a couple of months ago now. And within a week, they both had job offers, right? And not just job offers, but doing what they absolutely love to do. So Lydia loves being on the water. She loves her rib. She loves anything sport wise. So she started with like boat hire, doing safety briefings, talking to members of the public, which for me, for a 16-year-old, is absolutely freaking epic, because especially with Lydia, she struggled to talk to people, struggled with the confidence, and struggled to express herself, I guess. And just watching how she interacts with people and talks to people now, because me being me, obviously I'll go and sit on the jetty close to where she works and just go and sit there as the proud mum that I am, and just watch her completely bossing everything around. She's completely transformed as a person. She has totally evolved into this adult, just incredible adult, and the passion in her voice and the conversations that she's having is just insane. It's her knowledge and the information that she's coming out with around different births, different people up here as well. The connections that she's made now are insane. Everybody knows her. I mean, everybody knows her now because she's on crutches. um, but it's just, as a parent, it fills my heart with absolute joy because yeah, it's just I couldn't wish for anything more. And this is just the start, right? This is just the start job. When I was 16, I was sweeping up bloody hair in a freaking hairdressers. And that wasn't anyway. Um so and Nicole as well. So Nicole's absolutely blowing me away. Bearing in mind she's a year younger. Now she's working a business. Not only is she working in a business, but she's pretty much bossed the whole running of the business, right? She knows all of the people that work on the water, all of the wardens, the safety people. She's built up such respect and again connections in this area. Her confidence has grown massively. The people she works with, there's two adults, there's the owner and then the manager, and they literally are constantly singing her praises, saying how amazing she is, how hard she's working, how much she lights the place up, how much she's always asking questions and always looking to learn. The reviews that they're getting are insane. Um, yeah, and you, I just again I sneak past and I listen, and you hear all of these people going, "All right, Nicole, okay, bye, next, thanks again," and tipping her, and she gets free food, she gets free fuel. I mean, she's 15. She absolutely loves what she does. She's been working all this week, um, and got back to the boat on Thursday night. She said, "Mum, I can't believe how lucky I am to have this job. I cannot believe that it is literally ticking all of the boxes. It's 5 minutes away from where the boat is moored, maybe 10 minutes, no, probably 5 minutes." And she's the people I work with, I absolutely love. It's like I'm spending the day with my best friend all day. I mean, she's 15. She's 15. Honestly. And it's insane because you kind of think, are we doing the right thing? You know, obviously, home at the moment is in Leeds at the moment. This is a Lake District. So Lydia and Nicole are both sort of stationed up here now. Um, and myself and Mr. G are sharing the parental responsibilities, coming up here to be with them and make sure that they are supported. And you question yourself as parents to think, are we doing the right thing? Are we giving them the support that they need? Because they are still so young. But honestly, the connections, the friends, the life that they've created up here is just insane. The friend group is like something I've never ever experienced before in a bunch of friends. The friends have all got, it's not about what they've got, but it's just like a different world to what we're used to. The friends have all got their own boats. Well, not all of them, but you know, the majority, they've got their own boats, they've got their own cars. One's got a helicopter. And this is not something we're used to. This is not norm for us, but it's almost like the universe knows that myself and Mr. G were evolving, our vibrations raising, especially when it comes to wealth and our ability to receive, because you know, neither of us have come from backgrounds where money in the bank has always been abundant. You know, we've all sort of, well, we've both really struggled, and I was worrying about the imprints that would have had on Lydia and Nicole growing up. But now they are just surrounded by people that know that money is just an energy, that they know it comes easily and effortlessly. It is just all a belief, and it is all just breaking through that resistance and those money blocks, to come into alignment, to be able to receive by doing what you love and following your passion, which is what I am always talking about. We find our passion, we follow our passion, and then we get into alignment, remove that resistance in our bodies, and then the universe can easily align us to receiving abundance in the form of money, as abundance in everything else. When we're in alignment and when we are living our joy, which is what we came to earth to do ultimately. So yeah, I just wanted to share that. Was there something else I wanted to say? I think that was it. But just yeah, if you are considering, or if you feel drawn to pull your children out of school, really listen to them. You know, the kids are younger than us, therefore they are less programmed than our minds. The kids are closer to God's source because they are younger than us. Remember, we've had a lifetime of being programmed what to think, what to believe, what to do, the system. Yeah, they haven't. So let's listen to them because they know their hearts. They know the calling inside of them. They're connected to their higher selves and they know what's right for them. Okay. And not one person's asked about GCSEs. So there we go. I'm going to leave that there and have a beautiful day, everyone.